Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I'm Kiriko, aka Chili Bunny. Today we'll be making Ahri-inspired Spirit Blossom Kitsune Udon. Kitsune Udon is a traditional food in Japan. Fox are often seen as the messenger of God, and their favorite fruit is tofu. That's why the fox udon don't have fox in it. I know a lot of people can't get all the ingredients from your local supermarket, and that's why in this video I will show you how to make deep fried tofu and udon from scratch. Let's get started. For making the udon, you need 150 grams of plain flour, 7 grams of salt, and you need 75 grams of water and mix it into salt water. So in total, you should be looking for 82 grams of salt water. Now, let's mix your salt water with the plain flour. So make sure that you don't pour all the salt water in at once. Do it bit by bit. Now that you have something like this, let's make it into a dough. So if you can get hold of instant udon, just buy it from the supermarket. Trust me, you don't want to make this from scratch. I'm doing it for the views, okay? So make sure you subscribe. Whew. Now, once you end up with a smooth dough like this, let's put it in a plastic bag and rest it for 10 minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes. While we are waiting for the udon dough, let's make the deep fried tofu. Today we'll be using extra firm tofu. Firm tofu also works, but preferably extra firm. What you want to do is slice the tofu to around like 5 millimeters, so a very thin slice. You don't have to do it fast. Take your time, do it slowly. Voila!
Oh my god!
Look at that! And get a plate. Put some kitchen towels on it and put it flat like this. Put another layer of kitchen towel on top. Find a same size plate. Put it over the top and put a super heavy thing on top. Sandwich it like this. The reason why we're doing this is that so we can squeeze out the extra moisture from the tofu. We're gonna leave it for about an hour because we're using firm tofu already. If you're using medium tofu, make sure you leave it overnight. Okay, time's up. Now, let's mix the udon dough. Flatten your udon dough slightly with your hands and open up the bag slightly to push out any excess air. Like this. In Japan, the traditional method of mixing udon dough is by stepping on it, because udon dough is actually very hard and very difficult to mix. If you're strong enough, sure, you can use your hands, but today we're gonna use the traditional way. Let's take yaso out. Ooh, pretty thin. Now fold it and fold it twice, 3 times, 4 times into a little ball again. Now let's put yaso back and repeat the process. Let's repeat the process. Oh my god, look at that. So smooth. Let's put it into the bag again. We are gonna rest it for 30 minutes so it becomes even softer, and then we can use a rolling pin to pin it out, make it into udon, etc, etc. Alexa! Ta-da!
Nice.
Now that our udon is ready, let's move on to the next step. Because it's a Spirit Blossom Ahri inspired udon, I want to make it pink. So in order to make our udon pink, we'll need beetroot. Let's make a heart shape. You end up with something like this. And the rest of the beetroot, we just roughly dice it. Now you can cook your fresh udon with the beetroot to make it pink. Let it cook for 10 minutes. Fresh pink udon. Once the tofu is dry, let's cut it into something like this. What? Now we have our heart-shaped tofu ready. Let's make it into abulage. Ta-da! For seasoning the tofu, you need tiny bits of water, 2 teaspoons of soy sauce, and 2 teaspoons of sugar. I personally also prefer to put a little bit of sake in there to enhance the flavor. And we're gonna put our heart shape in there. Look at that beautiful color! I'm hungry! It's ready. Perfect! Okay, now let's make the soup for the udon. Finally, last step. For the udon soup, I will be using dashi powder. But if you want it to be vegan, please skip this part. Don't put in the dashi powder, just soy sauce and sugar, and maybe a tiny bit of sake if you prefer. To start with, let's put some water in there, 2 teaspoons of soy sauce, and then sugar, 2 teaspoons as well. For the non-vegan bros, dashi powder. The last step, put in the soup and sprinkle some spring onion on top. Your Ahri kitchenette udon is ready. Itadakimasu. So this is how you're gonna make spirit blossom kitchenette udon. Subscribe.